Star Wars spin-offs, was this spin-off cancelled after Solo flop? While Star Wars fans are left squabbling over the Solo movie, Lucasfilm has put more spin-offs on hold. Read on to find out which spin-off movie has been cancelled. Cast your memory back to Star Wars: A New Hope. Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan Jedi-mind-trick their way into a Mos Eisley cantina where they encounter Han Solo and Chewbacca for the first time. Now imagine the world of Mos Eisley as its own spin-off movie. Now scrub the image from your mind. The rumored Mos Eisley spin-off has been cancelled. Guardians of the Galaxy to Star Wars: The Legends of the Leather Jackets, in numbers. Not only has a Mos Eisley movie been canned, but so has the previously rumored Obi-Wan origin movie, which was in active development. However, those who were working on the film are no longer involved, suggesting the film and all other spin-offs could now be pulled. Sources with inside knowledge of the Star Wars situation told Collider Lucasfilm decided to halt plans for any more Star Wars spin-off movies. Lucasfilm is instead focusing their efforts on Star Wars, Episode 9, and another trilogy of main Star Wars movies after. Fans are continuing to discuss potential spin-offs however, with the addition of Keri Russell to the Star Wars Episode 9 cast, there is more anticipation building for the final installment of the contemporary trilogy. How the Stormtrooper became Star Wars icon more popular than Michelangelo's David. The Boba Fett spin-off movie even had a writer in the works, James Mangold, the filmmaker behind Logan.Josh Trank, Chronicle, was thought to be developing the Boba Fett movie, but Trank was removed from the project. Solo garnered mixed positive reviews but fell short of projected box office success. Solo, a Star Wars story, made $84.4 million during its opening weekend and grossed $192.8 million domestically, and $339.5 million worldwide, in 4 weeks. Solo, was Solo actually a flop? What does it mean for the Star Wars franchise? This total is nothing to mock, but it is much lower than what the other Star Wars movies made. Rogue One, the only other Star Wars spin-off, opened to $155 million and had grossed $424 million domestic by its own 4th week. While the gap in profit may not seem exceptionally wide between the two spin-off movies, it is when you take into consideration the cost to make Solo. Industry experts say Solo, a Star Wars story, would need to make $500 million just to break even. Solo, a Star Wars story, what is the Star Wars movie timeline? However, it's more likely the film will operate at a $50/100 million loss. Solo was released at the same time as a slew of other summer blockbusters in May, competing directly with Avengers, Infinity War and Deadpool 2. Even if Solo had been a wild success, the spin-offs were still off to a rocky start. Solo itself had its own infamous issues with the original directors Phil Lord and Chris Miller fired midway through production. Ron Howard was hired to replace them, which resulted in expensive and extensive reshoots, including recasting the villain as Paul Bettany. Solo wasn't the only spin-off with problems. Story issues led to reshoots on Rogue One with an entirely new director for the new scenes. Whether Star Wars fatigue, the release date, or just general disappointment with the movie itself caused Solo to flop, the ramifications are being felt throughout the galaxy. Lucasfilm has shifted its attention back to the contemporary trilogy, and fans are still excited for Episode 9 despite the middling success of Solo. Star Wars Episode 9 is in cinemas December 19, 2019.